Hey guys, not so technical gamer here with another gadget on board. This is the Samsung Q600F that I'm pairing with its wireless speaker kit. This is the most affordable Samsung kit that is Dolby Atmos equipped, and it's a budget soundbar, but it has Dolby Atmos. That's what I'm looking for, and it's going to go in an 8 square meter room, so it's very compact, and the the room that it's trying to fill is very small. I was considering uh, other sets, soundbar sets, but I think they will be overkill for the setup that I'm trying to make. This is replacing an old LG 2.1 setup, and I will be making more gaming focused review for the soundbar. I've seen some of them, some reviews of the soundbar, but it's mostly media focused. It's mostly movie media focused. But I want to see how it will perform as a daily driver for actual gaming. So I'll be using it on a PS5 and in my gaming PC. I have the Dolby Atmos software in the PC so we can test it out properly. Uh, yeah.
All right, so this is how it looks like once it is unpacked. You can see it's a pretty basic setup. It's now a 5.1.2 setup, up from 3.1.2. Those two satellite speakers are going to help us create the sound stage that we're looking for. Uh, the major criticism with the 600F is that it has a smaller subwoofer compared to its predecessor. But overall, this is a very good setup, I think. And I have the manual here, and it also comes with an HDMI cable, which I really appreciate, which is what you're going to be using for HDMI eARC. Yeah, it's a pretty basic setup, and I can't wait to test it out. Hey guys, so the not so technical gamer here, uh, giving you some thoughts on my recently purchased HW-Q600F from Samsung. I'm not sure if you're able to hear the background right now, but I'm playing Diablo 4. I have the speakers around 70%. And what can I say? It's a pretty competent system, is what I can tell you. For especially with for how much I got it for. I'll put somewhere in the screen how much I got it for, but I got it really for cheap. Uh, Now the Q600F is the entry level soundbar from Samsung that supports Dolby Atmos, and I'm pretty surprised how big of a difference this soundbar is performing compared to my old 2.1 soundbar from LG. The one that I got from LG is the cheapest one in their series. It's the most basic uh, soundbar that they got, and this one is very surprising. I got the Q600F along with the optional rear speakers, which really made the experience more immersive. I'm playing Diablo 4 right now, and when I'm casting spells, for some reason, you can hear the lightning bolts running across your head. It's a very pleasant experience. Now there are a lot of criticism about the setup or the kit online, stemming from it being having a smaller subwoofer than its predecessor, the Q600D, if I if I'm not mistaken. That's what it's called. But all in all, considering how much I paid for this, I bought this from the Samsung Philippines website, and I got a voucher as well from Reddit, which is very very nice. I'm 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 overwhelmed actually. I tried it with movies. I'm always been I have been on the lookout for a good set of Atmos heads Atmos sound bars. But the thing is, I have a small room here, and I was originally eyeing the JBL Bar 800 or 1000, but I figure it's going to be overkill. The good thing is, uh, I didn't go that route because it's going to be very, very overwhelming if I went, you know, a set that is more expensive and more powerful than the Q600F. The Q600F is plenty. Right now, I'm only using 70% of the computer volume and 20% of the speakers because it's going to shake the room too much. Yeah, probably the criticism there is from people who are using the kit in a very large room, probably beyond 10 square meters. But in my setup, it's around 8 to 9 square meters. It's more than ample. Again, I cannot max it out. If I do, I live in an apartment. It will shake the whole room and probably disturb the my neighbor downstairs, and I don't want to do that. Yeah. So this is my gameplay with Diablo 4 using the Q600F, and again, it's see when it loaded, I heard something from the back of my head, which again I don't think we can ride. There's anything that I can do more for the price. I don't think you can find anything better than for the price, at least here in the Philippines. Probably some other sets that you have in your country could be cheaper. From what I've heard, and for the price that I've got this for, you in some countries it's going to be one step higher already. The Q800F. But still, if you don't have the the optional rear speakers, the experience might be degraded. So the Q800F does not come with rear speaker, so you need to buy that, and it's the rear speaker sets for that is more expensive than the one for the Q600F. I'll also show a video where I was playing Battlefield 6. I haven't been playing Battlefield 6 too much lately because it's very stale right now. There's no the update for season 2 should have been released already, but it got delayed. So I cannot stomach the game. It's very stale. Uh, but using the Q600F, I think it's the first time that I was able to pinpoint people without my headphones on. That's the very first time, and it shook the room so bad that some objects in my table fell. So I had to turn down the volume. So overall, it's very very nice. It's a pleasant experience. I haven't tested it with other games outside of Diablo 4 and Battlefield 6 because these are my two main games anyway. And then on the PS5, the experience is so much better because the PS5 has its room correction feature that lets you set up it will adjust the volume of or the sound stage of the sound bar using your controller. There's more depth I think there for Diablo 4. Uh, so right in the title screen, you I kind of heard some footsteps like they're stepping on a moss or something. Here in my PC, I'm using the Dolby Atmos app, Dolby Access app for this, which enhances the soundstage. So this is a must if you're using an Atmos setup. But on the PS5 Pro, the sound stage is better, and yeah, it's very very good as well. I would like to test Gran Turismo with it, but I'm kind of lazy to set up my my Logitech driving wheel, so I'm holding off for that right now. But again, for the price, the most basic entry level Atmos speakers that Samsung got, I'm happy with this, regardless of any criticism online about the bass being lacking and you know it not being enough. But I guess uh, people would have their own opinions and different expectations. But from a not so technical gamer standpoint, this Q600F is my best purchase of 2026 because we're still in. I bought this January, so it's February. So probably this is my best purchase of uh, January 2026. Yeah, and the next part of this video is about my frequently asked questions that I cannot find the answer for in the internet. So number one is, does it work well with a LG TV? Answer for that is yes. Just use the ER ports, both from the TV and the soundbar. Use pass-through, and that's it. You'll have a pleasant experience with an LG TV. You can also use the remote to control the volume on that one. Next question is, how does it perform in the PC? Very nice once you have it set up. You need Dolby Access, the application for that, to properly output Dolby Atmos capabilities. It's just that it has some issues with the first 2 seconds of a YouTube video. It cuts off the sound. But if you're going to play a movie like in VLC, it's going to be fine. There's no cutoff that's going to happen. How does it perform in the PS5? Very well. It has audio room correction, so that I think what's going to happen there is that your controller will listen to the sound coming off all the speakers around you and properly tune how it's going to output the sound. So very well as well on the PS5. Firmware updating, so easy. Just use a USB, put that in the back of the sound bar, follow the instructions, and you're good to go. Lastly is, does it sound good enough? So for my use case, it's a resounding yes. It's filling out an 8 or 9 square meter room, I forgot. But for this particular use case, in my use case, it's super plenty. Even the bass is rumbling the room. My point of comparison here is the Sony Quad, but that's in a whole new stratosphere when it comes to price and performance. Is it close enough to a Sony Quad? Obviously not. But for me, this is the best sounding sound bar that I've got, or sound equipment that I've got ever. Yeah, ever. I don't own a Sony Quad. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for me. Not so technical gamer here. If you like the video, please hit the like button. I would also appreciate if you subscribe, because it will help my channel grow and help me create better videos in the future. Thank you so much. Not so technical gamer here. Peace.